Cells that once held inmates now house immigrants.
The door does not lock from the inside in this.
This former prison in Virginia has been converted, with around 100 undocumented migrants currently in residence. Immigration Services forbids filming now, but before people arrived, the director opened the doors to journalists. The average number of immigrants being held in detention in the U.S. has doubled since 2004 to around 40,000 a day. President Trump's zero-tolerance policies are the latest reason for the spike.
The president issued executive orders in 2017 directing ICE to bring on more bed space availability. And so we have a guarantee in terms of the number of beds we will use, but the way the contract is structured, there is no guarantees in terms of length of time.
A former prison like this one receives $122 per day in local government funding per migrant. Prisons that are run privately also receive money and take a much larger share of people entering the U.S. illegally. Sylvester, an asylum seeker from Kenya, was detained in a private prison in San Diego. He says he was forced to work there.
I used to wake up in the morning, 3 in the morning. I was the main cook and the main guy. Sometimes I would work double shift, for the same pay, $1 a day, I did cleaning, medical. I did yard work.
Sylvester was held for 9.5 years before being released on bail. His application was considered inadmissible because of a conviction for theft, which he also served in the United States. Detainment for that long has been uncommon in the past, but according to experts, the average length of time in custody for immigrants is on the rise.
When they have people who are in detention forcibly working under coercive circumstances, then that benefits the private prison company because they then don't have to pay for the labor or for additional staff to maintain and run the prison.
These privately run companies have refused requests for interviews, but deny all allegations of mistreatment and forced labor. That hasn't stopped former detainees like Sylvester from seeking legal action. He, along with tens of thousands of others, filed lawsuits last year seeking compensation.